You're a mighty superhuman. But you have to own the thought process. Now, the process of doing these sciences, doing these sacred portions, will start to restore you, will start to give you access to the part of you that is dormant. Remember, you are gods and goddesses with amnesia. You are ancient. You are old as time itself. But you have no continuity between each time that you reincarnate. So you don't remember anything other than faint scenes of deja vu. That's the only connect you to anything remotely that you remember to the past, of the past. But now you're in the hour right now to operate and vibrate in your most supreme frequency. Yes, you can fly. You can disappear. You can shapeshift. You can resist bullets. You can stop bullets, because all those are illusion. But first thing you have to own is the thought process. You have to know that this material world is not the real world. What makes it the real world? The fact that you need everything in this illusion. You made everything in this illusion a necessity in your life. So until you can in fact perfect detachment from said illusion, you're still steeped in a state of confusion. Not to mention now that you're a techno slave. The cell phone holds you hostage. And every other kind of gizmo and gadget. Okay. Gadget man will not make it. You're going to have to return to your true power that is based on love and mental clarity. How do you get there? Okay, if I'm singing to the choir, let me know. Okay. Now, you know the first way to get there, you got to get off the slave diet. You got to stop eating the dead. The dead don't fly. So you have to be very selective as to your food selection, and we'll call food fuel that you empower this rocket ship, spaceship, this vessel off. Now you're starting to see yourself totally different, because you got to see yourself totally different in order to fly, in order to survive in the 21st century. You just can't be a passive. You just can't be a passive. You just can't be a passive program and depend on another man's mercy to let you off the hook. You're going to have to be able to protect yourself. You have to be able to disappear. You're going to have to be able to dissolve your molecular structure. But all this is within your genetic prototype. You can do all of this. Once you realize that the program that you presently find yourself in is obsolete, and it's not fit to carry you forth into the 21st century. So it is a must that you conquer inner space in order to leave this rat race, in order to get off the wheel of reincarnation. You have to perfect elevation to your most higher self. In your most higher self, you God Almighty. Ain't nobody told you that lately, because you've been in a holding pattern, looking straight at the sun, the source of all life, looking beyond that sun for another sun, when you should be giving birth to a goddess. That's the energy that's out there on the planet in eons. That's the energy that needs to manifest itself. That's the energy in which holds the salvation of the earth. That's the dark feminine. So you're in your hour. Now it's time for you to return to your ancient, your sacred power. Through discipline, through overcoming the program of jealousy. You have to overcome this program of jealousy. This program of jealousy is shutting down so many programs metaphysically, that you formerly took for granted in your Egyptian days, in your Ethiopic ways. When you vibrated in the frequency of Atlantis, I'm talking about you, black woman. It is time for you to take this journey inward space to find a trace that will lead you to the sacred place that will empower you once again. Now that place is in the mind of a black king. That's where the goddess is, because the Jezebel program is in the Western mind. The goddess program is in the African mind. And there won't be any self-resurrected goddesses. She will be called up by some alpha male. Therein lies the duality that creates the reality of immortality that we float in when we in our supreme thought process.